on the role that they can play on transforming the leadership that they are playing in the private space and how this can bring transformation in the public space. The other is women in leadership. So the type of political education is about demonstrating the value that diversity in political leadership can bring. The other is that women need to be encouraged, women seeking a political position need to be encouraged, and there is a need to demand that institutions mandated in managing political processes comply with the provisions of the Constitution and relevant legal instruments. So they need to demand to actually get the legal progress. Then women need to be encouraged to register in large numbers in political parties to strengthen their position in the same. So if you had more women in the political parties, it's probably that the church was identified as a very strategic ground for mobilizing women, but also for supporting women's leadership. Because the church is not only influential, but it's a space for public service, has a duty to collect and collect gender disaggregated data. So one of the things we struggle with is just getting information. It's in scattered places. So you spend a lot of time trying to extract it from different places. You want to analyze it, you just go and extract it from one source, and then you're able to verify and confirm that the authenticity of that data. Then the last is that the finding of this study should be used to advance a conversation on women's counties, and maybe this can be the basis to start a bigger conversation in the other counties on the same. So that is all. Kept it as brief highlights as possible, well articulated in our write-ups, in our editorials, in our stories, and even when we go out there and we're talking about women leaders, we're able to have some lens that helps us say, wait a minute, maybe a little bit after Beijing, like we really shouldn't be talking about that. Next year, in March, we celebrate as a country. It is important that we participate using our pen and our cameras and whatever tools we have to help the country. It is actually like trying one hand. You can work with two, but you decided.
Thank you. My name is Robert Murata. I have a small comments to make. I also thought it's a very funny question, which I think is substantial to what we are discussing today. She asked, is she married? So,
5 minutes or less? Yeah, you just tell us. So between writing every rule, you will just give us your...
I want to react to Robert Ochoa's question. Why do women don't vote for themselves? In Kisii, we have a problem. Women hate, they believe that if you're not married, you're not eligible to lead a community. And I agree with the thing that one of the mentor, Magabila and Gime, or KBC, one assassin. When we women, we either to the land.
So as a reporter in this region, and I will give a very recent example that an incident which I think a number of you know that. So yesterday I had a sitting in them and I asked them, why have you guys been fighting? You don't even know me, but you're all over fighting me on social media. When I asked them, why do you do this? You don't even know me. It's not that this story that you were after was biased. Then they told me, well, much will bring you down. I think we just need to change our attitude. And as a community,
women who are seeking leadership, and there are women who have sought leadership. The number that has been elected into the Seagull constituencies is so low that you really cannot even begin to imagine. In 2017, at least more than a dozen counties failed to elect even one female MCA into leadership. So we have a general problem in the country, but so we decided to use Kisii and Nyamira as our pilots so that we can begin to spur debate and conversation around what should we do to bridge this very, very serious gender inequality. We found out that one, women are indeed presenting themselves, albeit in very small numbers. Political parties are not supporting women. Women actually in this region are competing in what we call the small parties, and you know that if you compete in a small party, you already start from a disadvantaged position, and that's the lot that's facing women. Two, women do not have sufficient knowledge and education to campaign to win elective seats. So we are saying that as journalists, there is a role you can play. You can be more gender women friendly in your reporting. You can look out for the women leaders. In this report, we actually have been given names of women who the community and the electorate say they would elect. And so we would like to look for those women. Help us look out for them so that we begin to prepare them, to market them, to profile them. And we think that proactively together, we can actually bridge this gap. It is not a very good thing that the only seats that we are giving our women are the affirmative seat positions. This is 25 years down the road after the Beijing Platform for Action, and Kenya is still singing the song of bridging the gender divide. Few women represented in parliament, in all the houses. Right now, 2 women governors. It really doesn't augur very well for this country. And
the very interesting findings that we got from this study is the fact that women are very strategically involved and engaged in the church and in religious institutions. We found that women play a very critical role in the Catholic Church, in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. They are working in committees, they're promoting the development projects in the church, and we find that the church is actually a very strategic arena for mobilizing women's leadership. One is that the church plays a very influential role in terms of shaping opinion, and it's also a place of building legitimacy. And so we see that the church can actually contribute to a very great extent in terms of profiling and positioning and bringing out the women leaders that are amongst their congregants. And also it is a place that can contribute in terms of shaping the opinion about women's leadership, and particularly women's political leadership. Civic education and political education is a mandate that is actually given to various institutions. The IEBC has a role in providing civic education and political education. The various ministries also have a role, the county governments have a role, and even non-state actors. And I think there is need for a consistent messaging in terms of profiling what is leadership, what is effective leadership, and what is the leadership of the future. And that is where women actually can be positioned and promoted, because women bring an additional value in the leadership cycle.